Hi everyone. Today we'll dive into the intriguing conclusion of the Lana lore quest and uncover the secrets behind its mysterious villain, Agamemnon. Get ready to discover how Greek mythology intertwines with this fascinating story. In the Lana lore quest event, we explore the different stages of Lana's life, unraveling the dark and enigmatic events that have shaped her existence. Chapter 1. We travel to the past, to Lana's childhood home. There, she confesses that she must leave this place filled with memories, along with her parents. She asks for our help in packing her most treasured belongings, including a Greek mythology book, her diary, and other personal items. However, the house is haunted by a two-headed monster, whose appearance suggests it could be her parents, transformed by a dark force. Chapter 2. We enter the hospital where Lana was admitted due to a mysterious illness. In her room, we find her diary, revealing fragments of her thoughts and emotions during this difficult period. We also discover her camera, which contains photos of people who were around her in the hospital, including two figures who seem to be Lena and Serena. Additionally, we find the nurse Julie's recorder, one of Lana's closest companions. Listening to the recordings, we see how their relationship becomes increasingly tense, as Julie, affected by an evil entity, gradually turns into a monster. The evidence leads us to conclude that the monstrous being haunting the hospital is, in fact, Julie, confirming that those close to Lana are corrupted by a sinister force. Chapter 3. Finally, we move to the Dress to Impress salon where Lana works. This place, which should be peaceful and glamorous, is now engulfed in chaos. A huge hole has opened in the wall, revealing an entrance to hidden catacombs. At that moment, Serena appears, distressed, and asks for our help to rescue Lana, who is trapped in the depths. As we venture into the catacombs, we face Lana's doppelganger and Lena, who reveals her dark intentions and connection to a mysterious figure, Agamemnon. After an intense battle, we manage to defeat Lena and the doppelganger, finally freeing Lana. With tears in her eyes, Lana thanks us, saying that she finally feels complete. However, just when it seemed like everything was over, a shadow watches Lana as she sleeps. It's Agamemnon, confirming that his plan is far from finished. But who is Agamemnon? Agamemnon is the central villain of this story, a mysterious figure who has manipulated and tormented Lana throughout her life. Since her childhood, Agamemnon poisoned Lana, making her ill and sending her to the hospital. There, he influenced those close to her. Julie, who ended up turning into a monster, and Lena, who became his future ally. But why is Agamemnon doing all this? The answer might lie in Greek mythology. The Iliad, written by Homer, is one of the most famous epic poems of antiquity. It tells the tales of the Trojan War, filled with heroes, gods, and human tragedies. In this story, Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, is a powerful yet arrogant leader known for his ambition and lack of scruples. He led the Greeks to Troy but not before sacrificing his own daughter, Iphigenia, to appease the gods. His pride led to a confrontation with the hero Achilles, igniting conflicts that endangered his army. The Agamemnon in the Lana lore quest seems to draw inspiration from this mythological figure. Like in the Iliad, he manipulates those around him to achieve his goals. In this case, his obsession is Lana. Perhaps she is the reincarnation of a Greek figure connected to him or possesses a special power he needs to complete his immortality ritual. Throughout her story, clues emerge that lead us to speculate about her true connection to this dark, mythical leader. Let's explore which Greek figure could be connected to Lana. Iphigenia. Lana could be the reincarnation of Iphigenia, the daughter sacrificed by Agamemnon to appease the gods. In some versions of the myth, Iphigenia is saved by Artemis and transformed into a priestess. This connection might explain Lana's constant struggle against sacrifice, her traumatic past, and why Agamemnon needs her essence to complete a cycle of power based on sacrifice. Cassandra. Another theory suggests that Lana is Cassandra, the tragic Trojan prophetess who, despite foreseeing the future, is never believed. Cassandra was taken to Mycenae as war spoils by Agamemnon, a fate that ended in tragedy. If Lana is Cassandra, Her connection to visions or dark knowledge that affects those around her could be the reason Agamemnon seeks her. Her ability to foresee the future or reveal hidden truths. Clytemnestra. Lana might represent Clytemnestra, Agamemnon's wife who killed him to avenge the sacrifice of Iphigenia. If this is the connection, Lana could symbolize resistance and vengeance against abuses of power, striving to break the cycle of tragedies surrounding those who have shaped her past. Artemis or her priestess. Finally, Lana could be connected to Artemis, the goddess who demanded Iphigenia's sacrifice. In some versions, she saved Iphigenia and made her a priestess. If Lana is a figure connected to Artemis, she could symbolize divine justice or resistance against Agamemnon's excesses. Several key elements link Lana to Greek mythology, including her book of Greek mythology tales and the mysterious figure of Agamemnon. Additionally, her house contains multiple clues that further reinforce this connection. Within her home, paintings depicting scenes from mythology and her deep fascination with the Iliad suggest that these are not mere coincidences. Everything seems to point to the idea that Lana's fate was sealed long before her birth. These possible connections add layers of depth to the narrative of the Lana lore quest. Could Lana be a symbol of redemption, a pawn in a greater game, or the key to stopping Agamemnon's plans? The answers lie hidden in the shadows of these mythical figures and the clues scattered throughout her journey. Can Lana escape Agamemnon's grasp? What role does Greek mythology play in her destiny? Lana's story is just beginning, and we can't wait to see what comes next. If you want to learn more about this thrilling lore, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next analysis. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Love you all.